for that kind introduction. I came to InterConnection about 2 years ago. I had been at Microsoft for 15 years and also then worked at the Gates Foundation. I was fortunate enough to actually work on technology in emerging markets and how technology can impact people who make less than $1 a day. And was very moved by what I saw and wanted to work in that space. And I ended up finding Charles and InterConnection, and it's been just an amazing match, and I've really enjoyed it. And I can say I've seen firsthand what a computer can do for people in the developing world. It's incredibly transformative, and this is an amazing mission that Charles has been able to continue for over a decade. And what I'm really here to talk about today is some of the exciting ways that we're really growing that mission and expanding it. And one of the things that we talked about as a board and with Charles over the last year is that we've had a lot of dramatic stories, as you've already heard tonight, about how we've been able to ship computers all over the world. But we also know that we as a country today are hurting, and that we need to expand our local impact. And there's a lot that Charles has done through the volunteer efforts, but there's also a lot more that we feel we can do. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how we're trying to expand that, and how we're trying to really create opportunity for underserved communities, even in our own backyard. So one of the things that Charles has done is actually a low-income purchase program. This is really, as we know, technology knowledge, and as we've heard, technology access is crucial for employability. You really can't survive without a computer and technology and access to the internet, whether it's the skills that you need for your job, or whether it's just trying to find jobs out there, period. Most of them are now on the internet. You can look in the newspaper, and the classifieds are very thin now because everybody puts their jobs on the web. If you're not on the web, you're not going to be able to find them. So this actually promotes computer ownership for qualified low-income populations who can show a proof of income. And you can come right into this store, and you can get a laptop as little as $175. And this is launched last month, and it's available today, as I said. And I think it's one of the really cool programs that Charles has been able to get off the ground here. Now, one of the new things that we're announcing tonight is a Puget Sound Technology Grant Program that we're going to roll out over the next year. And this is really designed to, as I said, expand our impact locally in the region. We want to grant at least 30 laptops per quarter to local organizations, about 120 per year. But we want to do more than that. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Our criteria right now is really to look at local 501c3 organizations who are really providing internet access directly to people, whether they're community centers, whether they're schools or retraining programs, or they're organizations that do amazingly important services, crucial services, but need to have infrastructure upgrades and can't afford them. And so those are the two areas that we're really going to try to focus. We're going to be launching this in the next quarter of this year, and we'll be doing it online, so there's an online application at interconnection.org. And I thought I was going to actually be the last line of defense before you could actually start drinking beer and wine. I was relieved to find out I'm not. But I am your last line of defense before polka. So this is the last slide, and then I'm going to allow you to enjoy polka and allow more drinking. But our key goal in 2012 is expanding this technology grant program. And this is where many of you in this room might be able to help. Well, first of all, any of you that have an old laptop that you need to get rid of, you can make a difference by actually coming here and donating, as many people have talked about already. But we also want to expand our capacity. Today we can only afford, in terms of our bottom line, to do those 120 laptops this next year. But we'd actually like to double or triple that. And for less than $75, our raw cost for taking a donated machine and refurbing it, we can actually get it to an organization that can have dramatic impact in our local community. And so for a $10,000 donation from an organization, we could actually double our capacity next year. That's a really small amount of money to impact a lot of people's lives. And so we hope that you will, out of this, go out, spread the word. Whether it's your friends that you know have lots of PCs, an individual PC, an individual laptop can make a huge difference as well. But if you also know somebody out there that could be a potential donor that's interested to make an impact at a grassroots level, we'd love to talk with them. Charles would love to talk with them. So I hope that we leave you with that as something to think about as you enjoy some amazing wine, beer, and some incredibly uplifting polka. Thank you very much.